Yo, check this out. Somebody told me about N8NoFace and Hood Stocks podcast, and because I've done a couple N8NoFace, and I think this is Sun Tzu, Lucky Sun Tzu, and they got a podcast called Hood Stocks, and somebody said, yo, you got to watch the interview. They got their own podcast or whatever, and they got N8NoFace on there. Charlie said he's seen this before. I haven't seen it, but I wanted to clip in real quick. It's a 3-hour podcast, which should be dope. I'm going to watch it, but it looks like they're about to do, N8NoFace is going to do a song live on the podcast, so that sounds pretty dope. So the name of the song is I Don't Care Who the President Is. Let me get my headphones on right here. Hope you guys are doing all right. I just clipped in. I got no intro or nothing because I was just watching this. I'm about to do a bunch of videos. Sipping on my coffee, hanging out. So I hope you guys are doing well. Get my hair out. There we go. And let's go ahead and check this out. This is N8NoFace on the Lucky Sun Tzu podcast. This is Hood Stocks. Let's go.
Two brother killed on their mother lawn. Both shot dead on Christmas morn. My homie has a shags, got a spike in his arm. The opposition mission wanna do him harm. You think we give a fuck who the president is? I don't give a fuck who the president is. Homie, I don't give a fuck who the president is. Nah, I don't give a fuck who the president is. Hunger Beth on that mess, she love it to death. A man can get a job with 2 F's on her chest. So they call the plug, they robbed the plug and they left. The plug came back around and shot up out of the steps. Think I give a fuck who the president is? Say, I don't give a fuck who the president is. Nah, I don't give a fuck who the president is. Say, I don't give a fuck who the president is.
Raw shit, bro.
I don't give a fuck who the president is. Thank you.
Yeah, the thing about this type of artist is that he's just really, just like he don't give a fuck who the president is, he don't give a fuck what anybody thinks about how he creates his music, right? So earlier in the podcast, he was talking about how he creates his music and how it keeps him from doing other things that might be detrimental to him, right? You know, whether it be, you know, crime or just getting stuck in a bad state of mind, you know, whatever. And I think the same, like with this thing about Kanye, where they're talking shit about how he's doing this and that. I'm not gonna say whether I think it's right or wrong. I'm just saying, like, we cannot draw a line between. We have to draw a line between art and real life, because until something becomes real life, someone's art is simply their expression. And dude, don't tell me you don't have crazy thoughts sometimes that you wish you could put into art form so you can get it off your chest and get it out, right? So that's what it is. Like, you don't tell me you've never been with a girl, she broke your heart, you kind of thought like, oh my God, this new guy, I wish I could beat him up. I mean, I'm not saying everybody thought they wish they could kill him, but at the same time, like, you got these thoughts, and if you're not gonna creating the art, if you're an artist, helps you release that. Other people, maybe they work out, maybe they do yoga, maybe they paint, you know, and that lets them release. Maybe they paint this crazy painting and it somehow releases that energy that you want to hurt somebody, and it stops you from hurting somebody, because that's your art, right? So I don't think Kanye should be getting so much scrutiny if he hasn't actually, you know, showing up to this girl's house, you know, and stuff like that. That's not cool, right? But art, there's got to be a line. You can't blur the line. You can't say you can't create art until it becomes real life. And you got these artists, these rappers talking about things that they really do. You know what I mean? Where they, like, some artists are showing up dead because they had beef with somebody else. Like, look, that's turned into real life, right? You keep it art, that's fine. But once it turns into real life, there's consequences to that shit, right? There's no consequences for creating art. And what I like about artists like this, N8NoFace, you see it, like, he's just creating. He's like, I don't give a fuck what the president is. Like, it's just dope. He's feeling it. It's coming off. I really think it's cool. I'm going to check out a little bit more of this while we're on this clip, since I don't want it to just be a short clip. And I'll start getting some reactions today. Let's go.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's how we do it, man.
Hey, that shit is hard as fuck, dog.
Thank you, G.
That shit is hard as fuck, dog. N8NoFace.
He's got the clapping.
Live right here on Hood Stocks. What you guys think of that shit right there? You guys fuck with it or what?
Thank you.
It's cool.
Hell yeah, that shit was hard as fuck, dog. I mean, what is your process, bro? What was your process in writing this song right here?
This song actually was inspired by a rapper's line when he said, Uncle Murder. It was just a quick line. And he says, we don't give a fuck who the president is. And what he was trying to say is like, certain people on, like in the streets on a lower level, it don't matter. Like, I mean, I hate to say it like that, but it's like...
No, he's right.
Whoever the president is doesn't change our predicament. It doesn't change. I mean, it kind of
does,
but in our view,
they're living on a
like,
day to day.
I'm still fucked up. Shit, the presidents keep changing. I'm still in the same spot I'm in. So that's what inspired. I heard that one line and I was like, oh, I could tell that from my people's perspective. And that's what I wanted to do, is just show that, like, I don't want to discourage people to not vote or something like that, but it's just like, sometimes they're so high up, that shit changes and whatever. And my life right now, I ain't got time to worry about if it's Biden or fucking Trump. I need to fucking live right now.
We need to live right.
I need to get me a soundboard, man, just to do some like clapping and shit. I need a DJ to help me out. Yeah, man. Like some people, it don't even gotta be like you're in a fucked up position or you're in the hood or whatever. It's just like some people just are too involved in their own lives to give a fuck who the president is, right? Like, yes, like you said, it doesn't. It could affect you, like, you know, but at the same time, I'm living my day-to-day life. I'm using cash. I'm using bartering. I'm not worried about who the fucking president is and what the, you know, I don't know. Certain things, gas prices, you know, all that shit. I get it. But he's right, man. There's some people just don't, like, it doesn't affect us one way or the other. And I hear that, man. I guess that's the idea of the song, is what he's saying. So good. I like this clip, so I'm gonna post it up and view a little bit more of this and fade out. So I'll catch you guys on my reactions. Peace.
Right now, and that's just different.
Thank you, man.
It's different levels, bro. Different levels, bro. Like how do you call it? The people that have been fed with the silver spoon, bro. You know, like yes, they're in tune with that because it affects their fucking money. It affects different things in their bank account and all of that. But when it comes to, I hate to say it like this, but when it comes to the hoods and shit, bro, like it doesn't matter really who it is, bro, because we're still struggling.
And that was my point of that song.